Hey everyone, this is Mike. Thanks so much for joining me again. So today we're going to talk about how to do one thing to avoid being controlled and manipulated by other people here on Real Life Counseling. So the concept today is if you've ever found yourself doing things that you don't want to do because maybe you're in a relationship and if you do something the other person is going to be happy and you're happy that they're happy because they're going to be nicer to you. Maybe your boss, if you do something at work, your boss is going to be happy, and so you tend to do things you may not want to do. And this happens all the time. And today I'm going to talk about a theory called transactional analysis. And transactional analysis is a big theory, but the one I'm going to talk today is people need positive reinforcement. They need some kind of connection. And in transactional analysis, we call that strokes. You're getting a positive stroke, which is a good interaction, or a negative stroke, which is kind of negative attention. And these can be verbal or nonverbal. It can be an expression, a word, a physical touch. But what happens is there's several types of strokes. There's, in addition to the positive and negative, there's unconditional strokes, which is you get positive reaction for who you are as a person. Not for what you do, just for who you are. You're a good person, you're a nice person, thanks, I appreciate you, that was really nice of you. Versus a conditional positive stroke, which is, oh, you did well on the test, oh, you got a promotion, oh, you're making a lot of money. So positive feedback is conditional on what you do versus who you are. And the problem is people can use it to manipulate us. We very often can be people pleasers. We can ignore our friendships and relationships because we have ambition. So we want the positive strokes of making more money or of having more power or position. So instead of getting strokes for who we are as human beings, we get it for what we do. Now, negative strokes, by the way, aren't always bad because sometimes it gives us feedback. If we get back negative strokes, negative comments, maybe there's some truth to it. And maybe this is how we change and grow and learn and adapt. But the focus here is you need to not allow yourself to be manipulated or controlled by other people because of your need to get strokes, to get positive strokes. And we've all heard the old saying that getting even bad attention is better than no attention. That it's better to be treated poorly than to be completely ignored. And very often it's the same thing with strokes. Better to get negative strokes than no strokes at all. But what you really want are positive strokes. Positive, unconditional strokes. Now, how do you do that? Well, I'm going to show you the way that you can do this. And there's really two parts to it. Number one, you give yourself positive strokes. You give yourself compliments not on for what you've done. Oh, I'm successful, I'm pretty, I work hard, I'm handsome, I work out. But merely for who you are. You're a good person. You care about people. You help people. You're loyal. You're trustworthy. You give yourself positive strokes. Right? And that will just reinforcing. And you have to set time for this every single day. And again, I'm going to start making some scripts and guided imagery and visualization scripts to help you guys do this at a subconscious level, because that's very powerful. But at a conscious level, you need to do this as well. Related to that is give other people positive unconditional strokes. Not because, oh, you got a promotion, oh, you're so great. No, you're great because you're a hard worker. You take your job seriously. You have ethics and character. You persevere. Give them positive feedbacks for who they are, not for what they do. And when people see you doing this for them, very often people feel good about that because it's nice to get those positive strokes, those positive responses. And slowly but surely, you may find other people just automatically doing it. But you don't want to count on that, so you want to do it for yourself too. But another way is to ask for it. If you want positive strokes from people, ask for it. Tell them, listen, how are things going? How is my interaction with people? How, if you feel like you were working with a team and you really were caring about the team, Now, you can ask for conditional strokes. You can say, how did I do on that job? You know, conditional strokes aren't always bad, but they're limited to what you're doing as opposed to who you are. So it doesn't have to be one or the other, but you really want to focus more on getting the strokes, the positive unconditional strokes, because otherwise you open yourself up to being manipulated and controlled. If I'm getting positive strokes because I'm doing a good job, maybe I need to work even more. I need to do even more, give up more of my free time, because you want the strokes. You want the positive strokes from your boss. Or maybe you need to buy more things for your loved one, or you need to, we're going to go on a trip, or we're going to go out to dinner more, or I'm going to change something about myself because they don't like it. Well, now you're going to change who you are to get something from someone else, not because they're giving you strokes for who you are as a person, but for what you're doing or not doing. And that opens you up to control and manipulation. So I want you to just practice giving yourself positive, unconditional strokes, and then committing yourself to giving other people positive, unconditional strokes. And the third thing is just occasionally asking for it. There's always a little risk in that. You're opening yourself up, but you can say, listen, I want to know how I'm doing. I want to know what you think. You know, and almost teaching people to give you positive strokes. So this is really one of the most powerful ways to give yourself back power and control, and not put yourself under the power and control of other people. Understand that we all want positive strokes, but we want them for who we are as people, not for what we're doing, because all of those are conditional. You know, you're very successful at sports. What happens if you can't play sports anymore? Then you're not worthwhile. Let's say you retire and you're getting all these strokes for your job, so you're not worthwhile anymore because you're not working at your job. So we want to focus on giving ourselves positive strokes, giving other people positive strokes, and asking for positive, unconditional strokes from other people. All right, I'll see you next time. If you like this, please click the like button. If you want to, please subscribe. And if you want to hear more videos, I'm going to try to get at least one out every day. You can hit the bell so you know when there's a new video. All right, see you next time. Thanks.